All right, y'all, grocery store deep thoughts a week and a half in, and I feel like the news is like drinking from a fire hose. It's just crazy to me that having Biden in office just felt like a mental vacation for a lot of us. We didn't have shit flying at us from all directions all the time. And of course, no matter what happens, it's Biden's fault. When he was in office, it was Biden's fault. Now that he's out of office, still Biden's fault somehow. But the absolute nerve of him blaming this plane crash on DEI hiring like any white man would have stopped this from happening is just absurd. And just so you know, and there's no mistake about this, anytime anybody blames anything on DEI hiring, that is white supremacy. Instead, how do you think that Trump supporters would have acted if Biden was the one who fired all of the Safety Advisory Committee for the TSA? They would be blaming the entirety of this crash on Biden, would they or would they not? But we have to be the reasonable people to say, maybe it was an accident, maybe we should wait and see what happens. Meanwhile, his people are still screaming DEI hire. This is just such a horrible time to be alive. And the saddest thing of all is that this plane crash story is going to be buried in less than 24 hours because of some other news story that's probably going to break at any minute. By the way, a lot of my stuff's been suppressed lately, so be sure and follow me on one of these two platforms if you want to catch everything. And the thing about it is most of us knew it was going to be this way, but there was very little we could do to prepare for it. It's like constant flurries from a shitstorm with no end in sight. And why does it feel like the Democrats have largely just rolled over and pissed on themselves like a submissive puppy? Man, a lot of this vegan stuff is super expensive. Y'all must be super rich. Vegans, the first people to not survive the upcoming apocalypse. Although if there was an apocalypse, I think I would rather peace out early than have to live through it. Just because I could survive those times doesn't mean that I want to. Why does it feel like the Christian evangelists are trying to use a cheat code to bring on the end of days? They're actually trying to bring on the end of days because their mythology tells them that they get to go to a special place when that happens. Yay! And the worst part of that is they're not even going to get to be disappointed when they find out that it's all bullshit. And the main thing that keeps me going is the prevailing, although maybe naive belief that eventually we're going to be able to turn this timeline around.